Niels, your speech was concise yet so powerful, so impactful. Thank you for that. Tell me, are you enjoying the ISC conference this year, and how do you think it's different from previous conferences in this same field?
I really like the ISC, I have to say. It's great to be in this place, in this hotel, how everything is set up, the booths of the company, the audience. It's a very special stage. This is really what I liked, because you see the people much closer than usually when you present up front. Being like in the middle of everyone, that's exactly how a conference should be.
That's great. You spoke about several topics, and I think today what's amazing about the conference is that there's a collaboration on so many various topics. But let's talk about law enforcement and rules and regulations and the role of that in spreading cybersecurity in any digital platform. Now, what do you think that is, and how important do you think it is in increasing security digitally?
I think it's really one of the very important topics for the security reason on one hand, and also giving a framework to companies that they know what to do. Because otherwise, they will be all over the place. They have no guidance, no North Pole that they can go to and a direction, right? And this is something really that I think regulations and compliance bring to the table. And the other aspect is it enables innovation. That's much to my heart, because I'm a technology person, but at the same time I love business and new ideas. And this can only happen if we use the data that we have, but in a secure way. This is very important, protecting the personal identifiable data, but also the data that is around, that's protecting our critical infrastructure and so on. So this is really something that I think is really important going forward.
In the past 2 years, the approach and the demand for cybersecurity has increased because of the increase in digitalization. But at the same time, I'm sure there are challenges that have come forth due to this. What are the current challenges right now just due to the increase in demand?
I think it's the rapid demand of digitalization, because also of the Corona crisis. We have been transferred basically from a face-to-face and visiting customers to a complete remote way of working. And that actually is really an achievement that we have managed to this transition as an economy in general. But there's another thing. It's a shortage of people that understand what this new world looks like and how to secure it. And this is really one of the topics where I think programs to train people, to actually make them understand. My colleague said earlier on the stage that you should start with your kids. Make them understand how digitalization plays a role, what the security implications are, how they need to behave. Teach the students, teach the employees, teach the CEO. Everyone in the company should know that, and that's really something that I think is one of the challenges we face and we need to address.
You're speaking now about awareness and the importance of it, but from an executive level, how do you think an executive can increase their human capital's awareness towards cybersecurity and the whole digital front, but in an efficient and an effective way?
I think using examples where it shows that you are vulnerable, even if you protect yourself in the right way, and you have to have a way to recover. And this is really something, if you show them, if you show your employees, if you show everyone in the company, and then they will understand and they will actually do their share of keeping the company and with that also the ecosystem secure.
Cybersecurity is all about being ahead of yourself and expecting what attack might take place in the future. What do you expect in the coming year or two, and what should we be ready for in particular?
I think we will see an increasing number of attacks generally. And this could be coming like from people that just attack for fun and they just want to play around and prove themselves as being like an attacker that can break certain systems, and that can come actually from organized organizations that try to get a monetary gain out of breaking into systems. I think that we just need to get ready for that, and ready means looking at all different aspects on how we can protect ourselves with different technologies that you see here all on the ISC conference ground, with the companies providing that from, like our company, from the digital, the root of trust that we provide, really the core to build your digitalization, to the endpoint security and other aspects that you need in a modern world to protect yourself from all sorts of threat that you may not even envision today, and you don't know what's coming tomorrow. So that's really something that you need to get prepared for.
There's a lot of talk on the internet right now on ransomware and the threat of ransomware. It's like this new threat and the new form of attack. What do you have to say about this?
It's something that could affect anyone. It can affect you personally, and it can affect a company, also larger companies that have appropriate measures in place. And it's always interesting how these things evolve. I mean, that there may be actually silent attacks that wait until also all your backup systems are infected, so you have no possibility to recover. So there's a lot of things out there where you actually have to protect yourselves for. And I think this is really something where you will see attacks continuing, unfortunately. And as an industry, we just need to see that we prevent against that as good as we can.
Hopefully you will be present with us in the coming ISC conferences. What would you like to present or would we like to see achieved in the field of cybersecurity in the coming years?
That is a very interesting question. I would actually have to think about it. I think if we acknowledge that we need a root of trust and we still need hardware in combination with software and services, and to openly look at what this brings to us, to combine these elements of hardware and software and services with the right companies. I think if we actually acknowledge that, that would be a major step. And it should not be a discussion software only or hardware only or a service that may not be able to protect us well enough. It should be an open discussion on how this mix can protect the industry in an appropriate way, and to become as secure enough to also move more critical infrastructure to the cloud and to use the data that we generate on a daily basis in a secure way.
Some very important information right now, just highlighted in such a short segment. Thank you so much. It was an honor to have you here. It was an honor to interview you. Thank you.
Thank you.